So Boruto manga chapter 65 has finally dropped, and as I've titled this video, yo, listen, I can't run from it, I can't hide from it. Momoshiki Otsutsuki is officially cool now. You heard me. The man is a demon. Wow, everyone, Sanju Chie here, and of course, as I said, Boruto manga chapter 65 dropped. As of this recording, just today, earlier tonight, I did my live reaction / review as of this recording, but this should be good enough in the morning. But the point is, spoilers for anime only watchers, so fair warning. But let's get into the discussion, because I want to kind of break down what Momoshiki's somewhat evolution in the series has been, and based on the events of chapter 65, where things are going in, and that direction where things are going in is like a very exciting direction for those of us who are reading the manga from month to month. So of course, definitely leave a like, leave your comments. If this is the first time you're here, let me know what you thought about the recent chapter of the Boruto manga. So let's get into it. So chapter 65, right? Yo, I'm not going to lie, Momoshiki is yo, the man was very impressive. He commanded a presence when it comes on to Boruto chapter 65. I'm not going to lie. So the thing is, and I said this in my live stream reaction review, is that it does seem like with each subsequent appearance of Momoshiki in the story, especially since he's been taking over Boruto's body, like each appearance, it makes, like, between Kodachi and Kishimoto, they're somehow steadily making him more of a threat. They're steadily making him seem more competent, making him seem more cool, making him just seem like a total badass. Like, and it's funny because, like, looking back at it, like going from like the Boruto movie, it's like, yeah, he's alright, whatever, and then getting into the Boruto manga where we were first introduced to the redesigns, like, oh, this looks cool and thing, and then it's like from there now it's like, okay, he takes over Boruto's body, oh, not bad, and then after that he takes Sasuke's eye, and it's like, Borushiki actually looking kind of fresh, looking kind of cool in Boruto's body. And then with this latest takeover of Boruto's body, this man just looks completely like he's on a completely different level. I dare say that his use of Boruto's body, and I think it's just the combination of his personality and his use of Boruto's body. Boruto kind of has, as the young people would say, the drip. And I mean, just his performance and in spamming a bunch of giant Rasengans in chapter 65, and I think this is something that's universally praised with chapter 65, the Rasengan, the spirit gun. Yo, listen to me, just Momoshiki's like twist and just his use of Boruto's arsenal of moves in such creative ways is just like the actions that the character is taking is really selling him and allowing him to command such a more of a threatening, commanding presence at this point in time in the story, especially when Naruto and Sasuke have been officially nerfed, not even up for debate anymore, and just seeing Borushiki really and truly go in and go up against Code, go up against Naruto, like it's actually crazy how how impressive he actually looks in this recent chapter. I'm really looking forward to seeing his dialogue and what he does in chapter 66 next month, 2022, first chapter. That's going to be fun and interesting. Another thing I was saying in my review is that Momoshiki and just how he was portrayed in chapter 65, you've got to like look at the nuance and what it really sets up for the coming chapters and the near future of the Boruto story, because this is something a lot of persons have talked about already in terms of Boruto leaving the village, other villages, other Kage having a problem with Boruto, hunting Boruto, stuff like that. And probably for a while, you know, those theories might have died down. But the fact that we're at this point in time where we're trying to experiment with the Byakugan suppressing pills to, by extension, you know, halt or suppress Momoshiki's advance via the Karma Seal. The fact that Momoshiki is in such dominant control of Boruto's body now, this really and truly sets up things for if and when they come out of this situation with Code, Ida, and Momoshiki alive, if and when, probably in chapter 68, 69, who knows. It really is going to set up a real big foundation for conflict, interpersonal conflict between Boruto and other characters, Boruto and himself, Boruto and potentially other nations, because depending on how they handle the information, I don't see, I guess it depends, but I still see the other nations finding out about this. So it's like, it's really and truly setting this page. Momoshiki's influence, it extends beyond making himself look good, but it is setting up the story for, you know, conflict going forward. And you know, a lot of the theories that persons have, you know, talked about regarding Boruto and how his character will be handled by potentially becoming like a rogue ninja is setting the stage for a lot of those things to happen. And as I would say, it is going to be a more immersive experience for the most part, because it really and truly is setting things up for Boruto as a character to, as I've been saying since the Boruto fight, to carry the series. Because yes, at this point in time, everybody can admit Naruto is still a very crucial factor in the Boruto story right now. And I mean, if somebody would say like Naruto and Sasuke are still carrying the story, I couldn't disagree with them. But right now, this is really setting the stage for the tipping point for Boruto to actually segue into, as he would say, his section of the story where he's going to be the true main character. Because I've said in the past that, yeah, Boruto has come a long way from being that spoiled brat that wanted his dad's attention from, you know, back in the early days of the Boruto franchise. But for the longest while, I've said that I don't think he's living up to his true potential as the main character. I don't think the potential, I wouldn't want to say love, but the potential appeal, the appeal that I feel the audience could have for him as the main character, it still isn't there. And Momoshiki and his presence right now, honestly, it is setting the foundations, setting the foundation of the tipping point for Boruto to really carry this story. Because depending on how they handle it, despite myself wanting things to be like a Goku Gohan type of situation where, you know, Gohan seemingly set up to take the main character role, but Goku is still relevant in terms of power. It seems to be that we're setting the stage for Naruto to, you know, send you the way of the seven, temporarily leave the story. So Momoshiki really is cool now, officially, in more ways than one, because he is seemingly redeeming his own character while also affecting the future of the story in what I would say the best way possible. And what Boruto as a character needs is that conflict that Momoshiki is going to bring, that foundation of conflict that Momoshiki is setting with his, you know, current most recent appearance in Boruto Chapter 65. So yeah, Momoshiki definitely selling it as a legitimate threat right now, not just through not just through his dialogue, but through his actions and how he is portrayed in the recent chapters of Boruto. I mean, yo, listen, the creativity, Rasengan. So let me know if your opinion over the years, over the various appearances of Momoshiki in the story, has it evolved with each appearance? I really want to hear from you guys. And do you think the foundation of conflict that I basically was talking about in terms of Momoshiki setting things up back for Boruto to have conflict with himself, other nations, family, Konoha, is it steering the story in the right path for Boruto to get that appeal as the main character that I believe the story really and truly needs? especially in the time skip, because if they pay off the build-up of these foundations that they're setting now, then Kishimoto can structure the story much better in the time skip. Because I'm enjoying the manga, but the Boruto manga isn't the best around, obviously. So if they can really pay off, it might, basically what I'm saying is probably too late to honestly structure the Boruto manga a certain way, but if they pay off a lot of these things they're building up now in the time skip and restructure how the stories are approached from a month-to-month basis, I think Boruto in the time skip can be definitely up there in terms of, you know, how most persons feel about it as a manga from a narrative standpoint, in terms of how the narrative is constructed. So yeah. Anyway, I've rambled on long enough. Let me know your thoughts about Momoshiki and how he's affecting the story and his redemption of character in the eyes of us, the audience, who are like, it's not Otsutsuki, whatever. Is he selling it? Is he selling the dream to you now? Let me know in the comment section. Hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day. Sanjay Chia. Leave a like, comment, and I'll see you in the next one.